Hello everybody, it's your boy Mintleaf, YouTube's most skill issue gamer, coming at you with my showcase of how I played normal stages of the newest Arknights event, a collab with Rainbow Six Siege by the way, Operation Lucent Arrowhead. I've been looking forward to this event a lot, and honestly after playing through all of the stages, it's not too difficult, especially the boss is quite easy. Anyway, for CR-1, what's it called again? CR-1 City Exhibit is the team I use. Myrtle, Perfumer, Paprika, Midnight, Beagle, and Cruz. You might notice that for this series of showcases, I begin using the 4 stars and 5 stars a lot earlier because at the end of the day, I realized that I'm doing a mixed rarity showcase, not exactly low end. Anyway, I'm going to use Myrtle here. Don't worry, Myrtle is going to survive all these, and then I'm going to use Cruz over here.
I won't sleep on the job.
Cruz will help to cover this top lane. And then I'm going to use Perfumer on this tile.
So this is a battlefield.
After that, I'm going to use Midnight here.
I've arrived.
Here I am.
And I'm just going to wait for the DP to drop. Myrtle I will keep here until the end of the battle because Myrtle's only purpose is to help tank the hits from Perfumer. Those enemies right there, I will show you when the enemies actually show up. Okay, anyway, so before they show up, let me explain the mechanics behind this event. So for this Operation Lucent Arrowhead event, the mechanics are basically that make a straight shot, fire 3 crossbow bolt. Now what is a straight shot? You see it's already highlighted in blue, meaning that if you're in the same row, like this same row or same column, these kind of enemies are able to fire from very far away, you see? He's actually able to fire all the way from over there. But yeah, these guys only do about 350 attack. So if they hit someone like Perfumer, it will hit very hard. But if they hit someone like Myrtle, who has 327, it's not as hard. That's why we use Myrtle here too. Myrtle is basically going to tank for Perfumer. And then Paprika, Beagle, and then the timing is that this guy will never hit Cruz, so Cruz is safe. Cruz is safe no matter what. And then after this part, this is basically the end. You can AFK. Because Paprika and Midnight will be able to handle all the enemies easily. Oh, okay, I was wrong. Then they did hit Cruz right there. But usually, that actually happens very rarely. And Cruz will survive, so... Of course, if you want to protect Cruz, or you want to protect someone else, you could always just deploy another unit here. Maybe another Vanguard for more DP. Just put Defender if you really want to make sure. But if not, you see? This stage is super easy. I mean, it's only CR-1, right?
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, so hopefully you understand. Keep the straight shot mechanic in mind. So this will be throughout the entire event. Okay, that's it for CR-1. Alright, time for the CR-2 showcase. Asymmetrical Garden. As the name suggests, it'll be asymmetrical, so there are actually 2 points you need to defend. This is actually super easy. This is the team I used, which is Myrtle, Perfumer, Paprika, Midnight, Gravel, Beagle, Steward, and Cardigan. This stage was also super easy. All that really matters is that you can use... what you need to do is you need to use the combo. You need to use Steward down here or arts damage on the bottom lane. Anyways, Myrtle first for DP. And then Gravel is used for one thing only. Gravel is basically used to hold off the enemies early on. And after get DP, deploy Paprika here. Then I'm going to deploy Perfumer here. And I can retreat Gravel at this point because Gravel is really just there to block for my Paprika. I mean, of course, if you... hold on, which tile again? I think it was this tile.
Okay.
Anyway, the point behind Gravel is that I guess if you have an extra Vanguard to use early, you can do that instead. Anyway, dropping in Cardigan here to block. And then I'm going to drop in Steward here for the arts damage. Of course, remember that my Perfumer is E1 max level, E1 level 60, so again, different levels, different requirements. I guess you can always add an extra healing, extra medic here. Anyway, so don't worry about this one. You can just activate Paprika's skill. After this one dies, you have to give it a little bit of time. After this defender dies, I'm going to swap out my Paprika. I'm going to swap to Beagle or the tankiest defender. Mainly because Papuka alone cannot survive all these enemies, because you see so many enemies will pop out and then see these enemies will stop and then they will actually hit Beagle quite a number of times. If this were Papuka, she'd be dead by now. So that's why I have Beagle instead. And then don't worry, Steward is more than enough down here.
What's up?
Okay, I'm just gonna activate Midnight skill to clear them out. Midnight does decent damage for a 3-star, especially with arts damage. At this point, honestly, I can retreat Myrtle and then I'll just swap in Papuka facing up to speed things up. There's actually no need to swap out Myrtle, but I'm just speeding things up. See, super easy.
Flawless victory. I was pretty good.
Again, I think that Gravel can be replaced if you just have an extra Vanguard for DP. Anyway, that was super easy. That was CR-2. Alright, time to clear CR-3 Masquerade. On this level, I am going to bust out some of my friends' 6-star. I'm going to use Texas Alter S3 if I can find a Texas Alter S3. I'm pretty sure I have it. Okay, Texas Alter S3. I mean, considering I already have an E2 Myrtle, I might as well use it. So anyway, Myrtle, Papuka, Ansler, Midnight, and Texas Alter. It really is amazing how Texas Alter can basically carry the entire team. Anyway, this mission is super simple, honestly. What happens is that you see all these enemies, don't be afraid of them. Immediately deploy Myrtle. I will have enough DP. And then I just drop in Texas. By the way, these things are called Originum Explosives. When you defeat them, they will explode and then stun and also deal physical damage. I thought it was arts damage, but apparently it's physical. And explode. And then that's perfectly fine. Okay, after that, time to start building up the defensive line, which is basically just Ansel. And then Midnight facing up. And then, hold on, there we go. Papuka facing up, and then that's basically it. And then the rest of the time, it really is just spamming Texas Alter. For example, right here, bye-bye. I guess if you have better pot like my friend here, he had 9 DP Texas, which is cheaper. I think the first time I tried it was a 10 DP Texas, and again, it really doesn't matter. You have enough DP if you use this strat. I'm just using this strat because I'm lazy to think about anything else. Seriously, Texas Alter is good. There were so many enemies there anyway, so might as well. Okay, so the next bunch of enemies are gonna spawn in. These enemies are so super easy, and then as soon as the second one spawns in, I'm just gonna drop my Texas Alter again. Swing, and then basically wipe them all out. It doesn't wipe out. You can just retreat Texas after the skills are done. The first one to get stunned will be Ansel, but Ansel will survive. This guy doesn't do... I think this guy does arts damage. I remember correctly. He'll do arts damage, but it's not too much. And after that small wave of all those annoying stunning bowmen, as you saw earlier, that enemy will stun your characters. Yeah, that's his ability. He will stun characters in a straight shot. After that, there's no need to worry because... yeah, this is it. I mean... Papuka and Midnight, I think I've said it before, these are two of the better 3-stars along with Malanta and Beagle. So, and also of course Hibiscus and Ansel do their jobs perfectly fine. But anyway, that's it for CR-3. Alright, time for me to clear CR-4, non-traditional exhibit. On this stage, as you can see, it's basically a very open stage and perfect stage to use a particular 6-star called Thorns. And I mean, I guess if you don't have Thorns, you can borrow, but again, I just need to clarify that I'm here to do a showcase, not particularly guides. Maybe I just want to give everyone ideas. Anyway, I'm going to be using Myrtle, Scavenger, Thorns, Cora, Beagle, May, Whisper Rain, or the Therapist Medic, mainly because Therapist Medic, Therapist Medics are able to grant status resistance, so they halve the duration. At the same time, I'm also going to bring in 1, 2, 3. Yes, 3. Cora, Beagle, and both my 3 defenders, and Meteor for anti-air. Meteor and May. Anyhow, I'm going to deploy my Myrtle here. Immediately after Myrtle's done, I'm going to deploy Scavenger to start generating as much DP as possible, and then I'm going to deploy Thorny, my good old Thorny over here. And as soon as I have enough DP, I'm gonna deploy Korra. Oh, Korra here.
Hey, dummy, bring it on.
Korra will eat all the hits perfectly fine. After that, I'm gonna deploy Whisper Rain on this tile or one tile below, or yeah, this tile or one tile below. Whatever, it doesn't change anything.
Today, little apple.
Anyway, after this, I'm going to deploy my bubble on... Actually, not yet. I'm going to deploy Mateo here first. You see these drones. Okay, what do these drones do? Okay, first of all, they're drones, so you need range units. They will do range physical damage, and they will expose your nearby allies. I think I forgot to say that expose. Okay, so when you're exposed, right? So exposed, they cannot use barricades to keep themselves out of enemy's sight and take more damage. If you've noticed something, is that if your operators are behind these barricades, yeah, the enemies will not attack your operators at all. Okay, retreat scavenger. Your operators will not be attacked at all.
Today, little apple.
However, if they're exposed, then the enemies will start firing at your operators, and then only your barricade will be damaged. Otherwise, the barricade will technically last forever because your enemies don't know where you are. But as soon as they know where you are, they will try to attack you. They will try to attack your barricade as well. Also, if you've been exposed, your operators will take more damage, which is perfectly fine. So anyway, this center line here will hold. I'm just putting Beagle is here just to prevent leaks. You can bring in the gadget. I think the gadget that blocks projectiles. I think there's only one on this side. I actually don't know, but one or two. We're just gonna keep gaining DP, even though I really don't need it at this point. Also, Myrtle at E2, don't forget, can heal herself and all the Vanguard allies, which is really funny. I'm trying to remember if there's any more drones. I don't think there are any more drones after this. 17 out of 27. You see, there are about 10 enemies here, so no more. Can retreat Myrtle, can retreat Meteor, can retreat May as well. Scavenger is again here for the stun resistance. Also, these enemies, these tanky shield guards, they will expose your operators as soon as they are hit. So if your range unit, if they hit these guys, they will be exposed, or if your melee units, they will take more damage. But again, doesn't matter because I have Thorny here. And see, you see right there? Beagle is there just to prevent leaks. Okay, now we're just waiting for this last guy to come down and stop being annoying. Just speed things up, drop Meteor, but Thorny is more than enough. Yeah, this was kind of a great stage for Thorns. Anyway, that's it for CR-4, non-traditional exhibit. Alright, time for me to showcase CR-5, Fire Lane. Fire Lane, as you can see, everyone is going to go straight to the fire exit here, and there are going to be new enemies. This is the team that I used. Myrtle, Scavenger, Lapland, Midnight, Sasur, Ambriel, and Korra. Ambriel is only used for one very specific purpose, so any other Dead Eye Sniper, at least at E1, will work. Like I said, her purpose is just one thing. I want to trigger the enemy Grenadiers early on, and also because she has a global range for some extra DPS. Anyway, Myrtle here. Any direction, and then after that, Scavenger.
I know what to do.
And I start gaining DP. Need to start building my DP wall. Okay, deploy my Lapland here.
Hurry up.
Gain DP. Deploy Midnight here on this town. Then I can deploy Korra here to block. So basically Midnight and Lapland will be my DPS. Lapland is actually seriously good. The amount of damage she does is ridiculous. Anyway, this is why I want an E1 Dead Eye Sniper, so we can hit this box from far away. I'll drop in Sasur to make sure everyone here stays topped up, and I can retreat out again Vanguards. Okay, Reckless Grenadier, you see, when they take hit damage for the first time, they will fire an explosive in the cardinal direction. In case some of you don't know what a cardinal direction is, it means left, right, up, down, north, south, east, west. And it gains increased movement speed and reduced weight. So be faster, and then you can push back with your shifters or pull with your shifters, but there's really no need to shift here. You see, oh my god, they're moving so fast, like ooh, it's like sprinting. But yeah, Ambriel is basically here for DPS also, see? Some extra global DPS. Ambriel seriously does a lot of damage, 1, 2, 4, 5. There's actually more than Lapland on skill, which is amazing. The only thing is that her wind up will increase. Okay, and because she's on, what's it called? Global Wing, she didn't hit this guy. Technically, you also don't have to worry too much about triggering them. I mean, if you want to speed things up like me, that's why I brought in Anvil. I just wanted to speed things up because of their increased movement speed. But in case you didn't notice that, they can be silenced. Thankfully, a lot of the enemies here can be silenced. In fact, I think after this clip, I'm going to show you guys what kind of enemies can be silenced. Just really quickly, like maybe half a minute after this episode is done. Okay, and then they're coming out again. Pew. And pew. And then I think that will be the last of them. Yeah, that's the last of them. Also activate Midnight skill. They will do a lot more damage to the barricades, but honestly, if you silence them again, they're not gonna do anything. They're just punching Korra. Look at that. Look at that nonsense. That guy's just punching Korra. It's kind of funny to see them just like not do any damage. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, and I'm just gonna deploy my scavenger here for some extra DPS. They are quite tanky, but thankfully, again, you can see they're not doing a lot of damage at all. They're like weak as hell. Anyway, just finish him off. Okay, mission accomplished. Let me just show you guys what kind of attacks can be silenced. I think most of the straight shot abilities can be silenced. So CR-5, let's take a look here. For example, this guy, see, launching the straight shot, he can be silenced. You see this thing here can be silenced. This guy, his grenade nonsense can also be silenced. Let's look at the stage earlier with the heavy guys. Exposes the attacker for 5 seconds with attack. They can also silence this one. And then this drone can also be silenced when it defeated exposes nearby allied units. Basically, all the exposed mechanics and the straight shot mechanics can all be silenced. So Jaiye, Lapland, Nien, I think, Blitz if you have him from the previous R6 collab. But anyway, we'll take a short break and then come back with CR-6. Alright, time for me to clear CR-6 anti-art movement. On this team, we have on this map, it looks really funny because it's like a barricade nonsense, but it's also, oops, wrong one. I'm gonna use my practice plans. Anyway, this is the team I'm going to be using: Myrtle, Sasuro, Korra, Midnight, Lapland, Scavenger, and 6-star Aya on S2. I really wish I had my M3, but Aya's M3 is being upgraded right now, so I don't have it ready. Anyway, in case you guys never noticed yet, there are these things called tactical installations, basically small deployables that will help you out. And this time I'm going to bring in the mine deployer and the reinforcement device. So one to repair the wall and one to deal some extra damage. And by extra damage, I mean a lot more damage because that thing does 2000 damage. I don't know why it's so high. Anyway, these annoying things. Each time this unit is blocked, the next attack's attack is great. Wow, okay, it's greatly increased. I looked up the numbers on the wiki. It's actually 80%, so it's actually very high. Anyway, I'm going to deploy my Myrtle here. And then I'm just going to deploy Scavenger here to start dealing some damage. And deploy Midnight here. Need to get some for Sasuro here on this tile. Also, one more thing, I want to reinforce this wall. Reinforcing this wall will actually give it 10,000 HP and 400 defense. Normally, when it's not reinforced, it's 5,000 HP and 200 defense. And by the way, these guys can one-shot a non-reinforced barricade because it's sort of hidden that they actually have bonus. They have like plus 250% more damage. Anyway, I'm gonna deploy Korra here. Korra to block this guy. And then afterwards, I'm gonna swap out Scavenger for Lapland. And then my Aya S2. Okay, my Aya S2 facing right. Or actually facing right or facing down. Facing right or facing down. Actually, even facing up will work. But facing up is kind of ass. And I'm gonna deploy this grenade launcher here. It's a basic grenade launcher. See, launches a detection line, so it's a tripwire, and then it will fire you with grenade. And then HP is 100. Attack is 2000. That's why I said that the attack is really, really high. Also, I'm gonna reinforce this wall right here. I will let this guy destroy the wall and then go in.
What's up? Oh, sword.
and for some extra DPS. Sometimes the reason why I wanted to reinforce this wall is that sometimes, I don't know about you guys, maybe you might not have enough DP or your defender dies too early. I was thinking we can buy some time by reinforcing this wall, but clearly in this case there was no need to do that. And I can have saved one of these repair bots for this wall again, because there will be more spawning. I really do wish Lapland didn't need that many hits. I don't know why. I mean, granted her attack is very good considering it's a multi-hit and she does quite a bit of arts damage as well. Anyways, you can see these guys are coming in. The Roy AI will take care of them. For the most part, this wall shouldn't take too many hits, and even if they does, you just have to reinforce. The bombs also stun pretty long. I don't know how long though. It doesn't say here. And I don't remember checking it in the wiki. Okay, one more hit. Oh, reinforce. By the way, the reinforcement effect can only take place once. It won't like stack.
This may be a little hot.
It won't stack, and then you cannot keep increasing your wall HP and defense until it becomes like, I don't know, 30,000 HP, 1,000 defense. That's ridiculous. Anyway, these guys got wrecked. Now we're just down to the last few enemies. Got a Lapland with the silence. These guys, that stunning shot can also be silenced. And there you go, 29 out of 29, super easy. CR-6.
さすがはドクターの指揮。頼りになるよ。
Alright, time for me to showcase CR-7 emergency exit. No, this is the team I'm using. And what some of the tactical equipment I'm going to use is not this one. I'm going to take the mine deploy and temporary cover. Temporary cover is something new I haven't shown yet, so I'm going to show it in this episode, or in this part actually. So what do we have here? We have Myrtle, Scavenger, Lapland, Spectre, Gavial, Sasuro, Blaze, and Kura. So what is the idea is Blaze and Sasuro will defend the top lane on their own. Trust me, they can do it. And then the rest of the characters will defend the bottom lane. Spectre can be swapped out by, Mountain. No, Snot Savage, she's kind of shit. Maybe Estelle can work, or even Fuse, the newest. Fuse was welfare, right? And Fuse is given from CR-4, now it's CR-7, so should be able to work. Anyway, I'm gonna wait for a moment and then deploy Spectre here on this tile. I can deploy I could always deploy my Scavenger down there to block, but nah, I'll be fine. Anyway, gonna deploy Gabriel here on this tile, facing down to heal. I've got some time to spare. I'm gonna get some DP. Deploy my which tile? Oops. I kind of forgot which tile is the correct tile. Okay, this tile facing Blaze facing right. And then I'm gonna deploy, I'm gonna activate Spectre skill, deploy Lapland behind Spectre. And also this one, temporary cover. It's a bit difficult to see the outline, but this temporary cover will protect all operators around them, you see? That wasn't this guy's stun, that was Spectre's skill ending. You see, they lost one bullet. Okay. And now, hold on, let me just deploy the last one here, Sasuro here, facing right, so that Sasuro will heal Blaze. And then, Kura is technically optional, because Kura's not, okay. Because there are these annoying artillery guys, and they will expose your targets. So if you don't want your targets to be exposed over here, it's much better for me to deploy Kura over here. You see, Sasuro got exposed. I'm just gonna draw fire away from her using Kura. Again, Kura is optional because these guys actually don't do too much damage either. Also, almost forgot to keep redeploying these. Okay, these guys will block the ammo, the straight shot ammo, which is really good, to be honest. It's very good. It just has 4 users, that's all. Okay, as you can see, top lane Blaze is perfectly fine. Blaze and Sasuro are going to defend the top lane just fine. Gets more DP. You can just retreat the Vanguard or just leave them there. Honestly, it doesn't matter. And then I'm just going to get ready to redeploy these. Like I said, this thing will block within 8, so it will protect all your operators within 8 tiles. And then, I mean, also if your Kura is as high level as me, she will be perfectly fine. Look at that, they're not doing any damage to her. It's so little. is like a joke. Okay, I think this will be the last shot. So I need to deploy a new one. Did he get stunned? Nullifies up to 4 straight shots. Oh right, because of this deployer. This my mine. Technically even the mines are not necessary. Look guys, watch as I press Korra's S2 and then it's like a joke. They're not doing any damage. Anyway, time to have Spectre go crazy, and that was the last enemy. Yeah, so the idea is you need to be able to defend. You either defend 2 lanes or maybe you can let them all meet over here in the center on this side of the field, the left side of the field, and then you take them all out, maybe using Moina or Silver Ash or someone with a lot of like AoE. But yeah, that's it for CR-7. Alright, time to take on the boss, CR-8 Leap of Faith. So what is this boss like? This boss is kind of a weak, shitty boss, but there is one key thing to do to make your life easier. I'll explain in the gameplay. Anyway, this is the team I'm going to be using. Myrtle, Courier, Scavenger, Sasuro, Gavial, Korra, Nerl, Moina, Bubble, and seethe. You could probably swap out Sasuro for someone weaker, but if you have if your Sasuro isn't as strong, just bring in extra medic, bring in extra DPS if you guys want, bring in maybe fast redeploy Texas Alter, Kirinato to clear out the enemies. But this stage also isn't super difficult. Also the tactical equipment I brought, in case I didn't mention it, oops. The tactical equipment I brought was the repair and the mines. Also, this soundtrack is banger. Anyway, immediately, Myrtle,
Time for a clean.
Scavenger, and then Courier. Basically, the vanguards all come out so I can get some DP early on. As soon as they're out, I'm gonna deploy this mine deploy on this tile facing to the left. Also, Gabriel here behind this wall to start healing them.
There's no turning back for you.
Moina on this tile facing down. The timing for Moina's skill is very simple. As soon as he's ready, I'm just gonna activate him. And now, ready, go Moina. Okay, cool thing to do is I can either deploy this mine deploy here under Moina or one tile on this side. It's perfectly fine. I think I'll just deploy on here. And then if you really want to try and stun lock your enemies, the timing to deploy this mine also. Okay, hold on. The timing to deploy this is about when this green bar has reached half, and then deploy upwards. Okay, next thing is to repair this wall, but wait for Mateo. His name is Lieutenant Mateo, but I've been calling him Jesselton too. Anyway, retreat Courier because I don't need him anymore. He didn't shoot for some reason. That is very weird. Anyway, Neil here on this tile. Okay, and Scavenger's dead. That's perfectly fine. That's all expected. Bubble here, facing up. And then out as soon as Moina's ready again. Go. Erase all the enemies. Now you don't have to worry about Mateo. He will travel up and down a few times. Oops.
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
I'm still waiting to reinforce this barricade. Usually I don't remember him. I don't know why his barricade is already. Why he didn't shoot at this barricade? But whatever. He's shooting at Bubble. Also, by the way, I forgot. I need to explain a bit of Mateo's mechanics. Is that Mateo in phase 1 he has straight shots. Also, you can see. Time to repair this wall. He will shred defense permanently. So you can see this little symbol. It's permanent defense shred. Okay, as soon as Moina's ready, just go. That's right. I don't know why he decided to fire at Gavial. I don't think Gavial was exposed or any nonsense, but still, whatever. But yeah, that is basically Mateo's skill. He will use a straight shot, and then the last bullet will defense shred permanently. So it's kind of like the corrosion mechanic. Anyway, hold on. I think also about 33 will be the... Also, okay. At this point, I need to deploy my Sasuro. I almost forgot. Deploy Sasuro here, and then deploy Korra on top of Mateo. This is actually super important if you want to use a stall tactic like mine. Why? Because, right? Because Mateo's range attacks will shred defense, but his melee attacks won't do that. See, he's not applying defense down on Korra. Anyway, as you saw, I'm going to retreat. I retreated my Moina because I'm going to redeploy Moina facing right instead of facing down. So around 33 out of 39. So this is also basically wait for kill. The final wave of enemies won't come unless Mateo goes into phase 2. So right now I'm just going to delay. So as you can probably tell, for this strategy, I use my Moina to kill off all the waves of annoying as hell enemies here, and then I'm going to use seethe to kill Mateo in phase 1, and then phase 2 goes using Moina and seethe. So anyway, right here. This the BGM is seriously on fire, man. It's such a good BGM. It's so epic. Anyway, Korra, B Bubble only has 659 defense, but it's fine because she is on the defense rune. Then we have it's fine as well. Of course, if you have even stronger, if you have Sarah, even better. Anyway, okay, everyone is ready. You see, the skills are all ready, so I can retreat Sasuro, actually deploy seethe first, activate seethe skill, and then retreat Korra. And then seethe will kill Mateo phase 1. If your seethe is the same level as mine, which is level 80, it should be able to work perfectly. Okay, seethe, come on, kill, and done. Okay, but thanks seethe, you've done your job. Now will be the final wave. Mateo and then all his ugly ass bodyguards will come in. Okay, these dogs are easy as shit because they all get wrecked by the bombs. Okay, that special attack you saw, he will summon all his bodyguards. Mateo will have 3 main abilities. He won't defense shred anymore, thank god, but that's his first ability. He will go hit. First ability is to summon all his bodyguards to him. Second ability is to throw smoke bombs, and then him and his allies will all be invisible. And his third ability, 6 times, he will stun your operator. Look, careful, he's gonna stun. See, he stunned Korea right there. And then as soon as he's on Moina, I'm gonna do this. Okay, he stunned Moina as well. He will have 6 stuns, 1 smoke grenade only, and 1 reinforce, one like calling all his bodyguards. And then at this point, I can honestly just drop down Korra as well. Korra to tank. I can drop Sasuro here on this tile facing... no. I can drop Sasuro here facing right. I can either drop Sasuro facing right or facing to the left. Anyway, seethe is ready. Oh, I did not expect him... Okay, that will happen. If your bubble and this all explodes here, it's perfectly expected. Okay. Gabriel. Sorry, not Gabriel. seethe will take care of all of the remaining enemies, because Moina will probably get stunned a few times and then kill Mateo as well. Yeah, this boss is super easy, like Jesselton 2.0. I've been calling him Jesselton 2.0 in my own, like, when I'm doing it privately. Anyway, that's the team I want. That's all for CR-8. Again, I want to summarize in case it's a bit confusing. So what will happen is, first and foremost, in phase 1, he will be able to defend shred, and he will be able to teleport once you defeat him. My recommendation is, if you don't have good DPS or you want to reduce like 6-star usage, like me, mixed rarity, you can stall him out. You can stall him out and the second wave won't come. Secondly, for second form, you have 3 abilities. Lights Out, which is the smoke screen. Stand Down, which is when he will stun your operator 6 times with the ammo. And then Attention, he will call all his bodyguards to his position. Now, why is this annoying? Because his bodyguards have 1 ability. Other than using the stupid explosive, one thing the bodyguards will do is that they will, first of all, they will take less damage when they're not blocked, and they will give Mateo back his ammo. He will like refill his ammo so he can keep stunning your operator. So, yeah, you gotta watch out. Anyway, that is all for CR-8. Again, not too difficult a stage, but I did use 2 6-stars, so keep that in mind. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been Minleaf, YouTube most skill issue gamer, and I look forward to seeing you guys with the EX stages of Operation Lucent Arrowhead. Bye bye!